Wir kommen aus Kampala, gerade aus unserem Hotel ausgecheckt, heute Morgen um 6, nachdem wir die ganze Nacht durchgemacht haben. Ja, fast, also ich habe sie auf jeden Fall durchgemacht. Aber jetzt wieder zum ernsten Teil der Lage. Wir sind hier unterwegs, projektmäßig nach MOROTO. Und ich glaube, wir sind so auf halber oder dreiviertel Strecke oder so. Die härteste Straße auf jeden Fall. Wir dachten ja die ganze Zeit, Uganda ist gechillt, was Straßen angeht. Nicht so wie zum Beispiel ich aus Nigeria das kenne. Aber jetzt wurde ich auf jeden Fall eines anderen belehrt. Absolut unmöglich. Wir sind hier. Es war eine Wahnsinnsfahrt. Noch krasser, als ich vorhin beschrieben habe. Es wurde noch huckliger. Ich dachte schon, das Huckellimit ist erreicht worden. Aber es war lange davon entfernt, weit entfernt. Es war erst Anfängerlevel, jetzt haben wir Profi-Level mitgemacht. Mit richtig komplett aufsetzen, nicht wissen, ob man über den Hügel rüberkommt mit dem Stück zwischen den Rädern.
Yeah, we're right now in Namalu. This is about 1 hour from our final destination, and we're just going to see one of our VIVA.CONACUA Hilfe projects that are here in Namalu. Right now everyone looks tired and everything, but this is why we came, to see what exactly we are supporting. Yeah.
May I introduce to you the guy called Cool Runnings, the original actor of the movie, born in Uganda, raised in St. Pauli, VIVA.CONACUA, and he tells you what's the story behind all that thing.
Yeah, born in Uganda, raised in Uganda, visited St. Pauli, that's the correction. We are now in Namalu Mixed Primary School, and we just want to see the community here. One of the people who will maybe become beneficiaries of the funding from VIVA.CONACUA, but are also beneficiaries of Welthunga Hilfe and Water Aid. Well, maybe they are beneficiaries of VIVA.CONACUA already, since we support Welthunga Hilfe, but we've never been here before, so this is another place we're visiting to see exactly what all your support is doing. So let's go and see. Okay, so now we are going to the projects. We go visit the communities where the VIVA.CONACUA funded projects are happening. It's really early in the morning, everyone is a little tired, people are late, people being chased from breakfast, but yeah, it's going to be good. We're now going to really interact with the community and know really if this support is really good, the challenges they're having, and what maybe is next. So off to the projects now. So this here is Goldheimer toilet paper, newest project from Goldheimer and VIVA.CONACUA. Goldheimer is going to festivals and giving people these compost toilets where they can come and take a shit in a very nature friendly way. And yeah, every time you go they community will collect a donation before you use the toilet, which also comes back to VIVA.CONACUA. So what you see here, this whole toilet, this whole construction is also part of the support from Viva, Gold Ima and VIVA.CONACUA toilet paper. So maybe now you can give me some privacy so I can take a shit.
Fresh water for everybody. So, wir sind hier an einer frischen Brunnenanlage, die gerade seit ein paar Tagen erst in Arbeit ist, also noch nicht fertig ist. Von VIVA.CONACUA auch von Welthungerhilfe von einem Mitarbeiter auch designt wurde. Also handgemacht sozusagen, und das Ganze ist jetzt in Betrieb genommen worden. Es ist super wichtig, es ist eigentlich selbstverständlich, dass alle Menschen den Zugang zu sauberem Wasser haben. Da wo wir herkommen, ist es ja eigentlich gang und gäbe für jeden, aber hier seht ihr einfach mal, wie das ist, dass es ein Riesenprozess ist, das Ganze erstmal hinzubekommen, und dass es einfach etwas ist, was der ganzen Gemeinschaft gut tut, wie viele Leute hiervon profitieren. Vielleicht kannst du mal zeigen, die rumfilmen, wie viele Leute hier sind, die davon profitieren, dass wir endlich hier sauberes Wasser haben können. Insofern das ist ganz wichtig, dass alle Menschen dafür ein Bewusstsein bekommen.
So these are the three ladies of the water committee here, so they're taking care of the well in the spring. So maybe we might just explain again, like what you're doing.
Okay, you asked us the question that how is this well moving on, and when the engineer came here, he told us let's have working hand to hand. When he's working, you have to make people to be there in line, because he might hurt someone. Then we understood. We even told the people of home we have to go big people to fetch water, because if our children are hurt in the bowl, we can quarrel. So this is what we understood. We worked with the engineer.
And how much do you charge?
Yes, we charge jerrycan is 100. If you take 5 jerrycans, we get 500.
So for the community it is free?
For the community it is free. But when the bowl gets spoiled, we have to get the money contribution house contribution, because water is the source of life.
One, two, three,
Always let the superstar win. This is like change of perceptions, change the idea of like this. Africa is like this, Europe is like this, white is like that, black is like that, water is like here, what is like that. So sometimes just change your cap. Thank you.
That was a really good project visit. We've got to see some house there where the people decided as a community to make a toilet, a slab, a latrine, and then we have the borehole we just visited over there. Last year it was not there, and now it is there, fully functioning, yet to be completed, but the good point is that it's functioning and people are getting water. Communities over there also come and get the water. And the day also, the visit ended on a really good note. We had Michael versing Megaloh and Maro in a push-up contest, which obviously Michael lost. The African muscle won. Yeah.